Merry meet Capricorn, Capricorn sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Capricorns. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube are the lovely Chad and the lovely Diane, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Honeypaw. Thank you so much, moderators. I'm reading today with the Broken Mirror Tarot, and I've already purified with this beautiful verbena by Cosmo Mozzie. You can find out more about each of those products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. Capricorn, this, like I said, is a 2-week reading for you, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, whether you are watching live with me or on a restream, starting today, the 22nd of February, 2023. It goes out to a lot of Capricorn, so if for some reason this doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard it. It may not be meant for you. You can check out your other zodiacal readings for your other signs, the restreams for those, by going to my website at ariels-corner.com, ariels-corner.com. You can just click on the free reading link right in the menu and get to all those readings. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat. No, you can't. I keep saying that just because it used to be my old spiel. We don't have super stickers or super chats yet on this channel because we haven't quite hit our marks yet. One thing we need is 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that and hit the bell button. And also remember to like the video. That helps us as well. So the only way that you can donate is by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga at this point. We do have a shop, and that's over at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have I can't talk today. We make a small commission off of each and every sale there, and we do appreciate your support. And if you are on Twitch, make sure you follow our channel, and you can watch us on Twitch without ads by subscribing to us. I think I said all of the stuff I'm supposed to say. A little bit discombobulated today. I had some streaming issues, but I'm super glad I'm here to give you your 2-week reading today, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on for you. Gorgeous, beautiful, amazing Capricorns. We've got the Page of Coins. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Page of Swords. It's interesting. You got the Page of Swords in the similar spot as the general reading. Oh, no. They had the Knight of Swords. You've got the Page of Swords. Let's start with the Page of Swords here, because it's the something that you want to be careful of. The court cards, in the way I read them, don't represent other people. They represent you. But this is one way that you deal with other people. And it's also mostly the way that you deal with information. Be careful that you don't allow yourself to receive faulty information. Don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot of nonsense that's spewed about all kinds of stuff. And so just be careful that you check your sources. You're usually pretty good about that, but be careful that you are good about that over this next couple of weeks, Capricorn, because it looks like there's some information that's not accurate. It doesn't necessarily mean that people are lying to you, although that could be the case, but it does mean that you want to fact check things. Don't just fall for whatever somebody says. Now, this Wheel of Fortune card is talking about an expansion of your good. And it's the way they've depicted it here is very beautiful, but it's not quite the way that symbolizes it as well. Well, this one up here kind of is. You see how the center of the wheel, there's a spoke, there's a hub, and then we've got all these little spokes coming out, right? So all those little spokes can represent different aspects of your life. And all of them are getting expanded. All the good in your life is getting expanded at once. And your job is to stay in the center so that you don't go through volatile experiences, up, down, up, down, up, down. That only happens if you're really focusing on the part of life itself. So if you're only looking at your money, if you're only looking at your marriage, if you're only looking at your health, if you're only looking at your weight or whatever it is that you're working on, if you're allowing yourself to be kind of off your center, then even though it's expanding and growing, it doesn't feel good while it's happening. It's like growing pains because it's volatile. So what you want to do is get all centered on that hub. And the way you do that is by some sort of grounding and centering every day. You could even use my grounding and centering meditation that is part of A Witch's Primer. You don't have to take the whole class to take that meditation. You can find that on my main website, on my main YouTube page, youtube.com/Ariel Gatoga. And, or any kind of meditation, but you want to stay really centered over these next couple of weeks and don't allow yourself to go out on a limb, because if you're really centered, you're going to stay in the center of that, on that hub of that expansion of that wheel, and that's going to allow that expansion to happen unimpeded and without any discomfort for you. So centering yourself, meditating, grounding and centering, grounding and centering, meditating, relaxation, just really staying centered and not, as much as you can help it, not being reactive to anything. That's going to facilitate that growth of your good. Now we've got 2 pages, so there's some news. The news that you've already received, it looks like, about maybe some increase in income for some of you, or maybe some news about health. That news is just a seed of this expansion that's ready to happen. So some of you might have gotten some news and it was like, oh, that's nice. And it maybe didn't seem like that big of a deal, or you read something or you discovered something and it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal, but it was nice. That is just the seed of your good. And the whole thing is expanding. And like I said, all areas of your life can be included in that wheel if you stay centered. Let's open everybody up. Just the other thing I wanted to remind you about this Page of Swords is that's data. It's information. And it's faulty information. It's faulty information. And you do not need to be touched by faulty information. Just allow yourself to invoke divine truth at all times. Anytime you're wondering, is that accurate? Just gently, even silently say to yourself, I invoke divine truth into the situation. Only divine truth is revealed now. And just by saying that, you just change the frequency and you allow that truth to come through. Okay, now we do have the Knight of Swords, which I thought that the Page of Swords was. We have the Two of Coins, the Magician, and the Knight of Swords. This is really interesting. See, this is why you need to stay centered. Because if you're not centered, you're going to go in and try to help. You don't need to help right now. You don't need to go help things. You need to withdraw from helping things. Your job is only to stay centered and let the good happen for you. Right now, you don't need to go helping. You don't need to, because your helping right now is interfering. And I know you, Capricorn, you like to be in charge of a lot of stuff. You like to really make sure that you don't leave things to chance. You like to make sure that you work and get things perfect the way you want them. And that's very admirable. But this isn't the time to do that. This is the time to trust that there's a higher power at work. And also that there's some past work that you've already laid the groundwork for that needs to just kind of get settled. There's been some impatience on your part, which is causing you to maybe rush in there and try to fix things. They're not broken. They're not broken. They're fine. It's just you need to have a little bit more of a hands-off approach and focus more on centering and grounding and relaxing and focusing your mind than on trying to change things right now. Things are going to change and grow all by themselves. And see, the thing is that your biggest danger is not only with yourself trying to go in and rush in and fix things, but believing other people's opinions are accurate. This Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords are both working together to sort of, and again, this is about you, where you are allowing yourself to kind of get hooked into stuff, to believing things that aren't accurate, to get wound up about things, to rush in and do things where you should be having a hands-off approach. So this is a really good time to not share your plans with people. This is not a good time to say, look at what I'm doing. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think that I should jump up? Because you're going to get an answer to that, and the answer is not going to be a helpful one. And it's not their fault. Most of these people might be trying to just, do something nice for you or trying to help you by giving you their opinion. Their opinion is nothing but confusion though, right now. Right now, you need less input and more centering, more focusing, more allowing of that good to expand and grow. The good that's expanding and growing are these seeds that have already been planted. And now it's time for you to work on patience. Because as the more you're patient and the more centered and patient you are with those seeds that have already been planted, the faster you're going to notice that they grow. But the more you try to do things, the more you are interfering and causing delay. And the more you bring other people into the mix right now, you're definitely going to cause interference and delay. And maybe even destruction, and you might have to start over on a few things. So this is not the time to have a board meeting about things. This is not time to bring in all of the experts, the so-called experts into your situation. Now's the time to just have a bit of a wait and see approach. And that includes you. Your opinions are not necessarily right or accurate either. So it's better for you if you can learn how to, and I know this is tough for you, but it's going to be really, really amazing if you let yourself do this, to just withdraw and focus, ground and center, and just allow the universe to do it for you. Allow the universe to do it for you. You're going to see, as you do that, you're going to see evidence of it eventually, maybe not right away. But this is all about patience for you right now. And patience is, a lot of people think, well, Capricorn's an earth sign, they're very patient. Of all the earth signs, you are the least patient. You are the least patient. But the way you do impatience looks patient because you are diligent. You just work. That's what you do, and you make it happen. Now is not the time to do that. Now's not the time to work and make it happen. Now's the time to allow the work that you've done to start expanding. And I'm not saying to not go to work. I'm not saying not to do the things that you're supposed to do. I'm talking about whatever these overarching goals are, these changes in your life that you want to see happen, the expansion that you want to see happen. Now is not the time to get involved. Now is the time to just let it happen. It's like if you plant seeds in a field, you just have, there's a place, the time that you just do less. You water them. That's what that's what your centering is all about. You're watering it, you're tending to it, but you're not doing anything. There's no more planting. It's not time to harvest. It's not even sprouting up yet. Now it's wait time. And that can be a treacherous time for you, because that's when you start wondering, is it happening? Is it working? Maybe I better call on people and see what they think. Well, they don't understand what's really happening. So you don't want their opinion, because it's just going to do nothing but confuse you. Okay? Grounding and centering, focus, patience, and you're going to be so rewarded if you do that. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me. I so appreciate you. And thank you so very much to the amazing moderator team, Chad, Diane, and Honeypaw. And we will see you in 2 more weeks. Capricorn, blessed be.